Pretty quick. Oh, what a shot! Opponent to close that gap down to that sort of. Oh, there you go.
Light heavyweights Stephen Motley and Quintarius Cocker made their professional debut at the Night of the Assassin event. However, Motley made an outstanding performance and stopped Coker in only one round. Ghanaian George Ashi was brought in as a late replacement to fight Alexis Rocha for the WBO NABO welterweight title. Rocha took control of the fight from the start and never looked back. He often backed Ashi against the ropes, pounding him with relentless combinations. Then, in round 3, Rocha dropped Ashi hard to the floor with a right hand. To his credit, Ashi got up and managed to fight back, but in the final minute of round 7, the inevitable happened as Rocha scored a devastating knockout.
From Rocha. Oh my goodness! What a shot! Alexis Rocha!
It was only a matter of time, guys. This is what I saw from the beginning. Whenever you keep your chin up in the air like that, you're bound to get chin checked.
The last time Alexis Rocha had an opportunity like this,
undefeated light middleweight Tim Tszyu made the first defense of his WBO interim title against former world title challenger Carlos Ocampo.
It is time for the dogfights.
In a dominant performance, Tszyu came out firing and dropped the challenger with a right hand barely a minute into the fight. Once the action was allowed to continue, Tszyu stepped in and ended the fight with a stunning knockout.
What risk? What risk? He's the sole taker. He's the risk taker. But he is the real deal. He's Tim Tszyu. And he's ready for the world.
Hard-hitting super featherweight Eduardo Nunez squared off against undefeated Martin Seca in a scheduled 10-round bout. Nunez had only suffered one defeat in his career and had knocked out every opponent he had faced. Seca tested his devastating power in round 2 and was knocked out cold on his feet.
You can really hear the punches.
Turns to Martin Seca. That was a scary, scary landing.
Not only the impact of the punch, but when he landed on his head.
The fight between undefeated Julian Vogel and Thomas Gaspar was scheduled for 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. However, Vogel only needed one meaningful punch to end the fight in round 1 and extend his unbeaten record.
Deutschen Meistertitel vielleicht irgendwas im Juniorenbereich. Wahnsinn, das ist Julian Vogel. Was für ein Konter und das war's. Thomas Gaspar hatte gar keine Zeit, in diesen Kampf hineinzukommen. Wahnsinn.
Undefeated Khalil Big Stepa Ko took on James Quater in a scheduled 6-round light heavyweight bout. Ko controlled the action from the opening bell as he put down Quater with a right hook in round 1.
Ko should be careful. Oh, he cracks him with a right hand. Quater goes down in the first.
Quater got back and managed to survive until round 3 when Ko dropped him for the second time with another right hand.
Nice. Right hand counter. A master from Ko. Quater down for the second time tonight.
The bout was stopped moments later after Quater went down for the 3rd time.
The guy who's off balance. Oh! But that could close the show, and it does. The fight waved off by Rafael Ramos and Khalil Coe with the right hand, this time an uppercut. Victorious.
He's still undefeated. Khalil. Big step up. Cole.
Argentine light heavyweights Gabriel Omar Diaz and Kevin Brizuela squared off for the WBA Fedelatin Championship. The undefeated Brizuela dominated the early exchanges and used his speed and aggressiveness to take the first round. But in round 2, Diaz regained control of the fight as he began to find a home for his punches.
Le ganó el centro de la escena a Díaz y ahí cruzó.
Then, in round 4, Brizuela went down for the count after a delayed reaction from a right hand.
Más del loco. Vaciló Brizuela,
Se cayó por el golpe.
Vaciló Brizuela y él cuenta perfecto.
Brizuela had occasional moments of success, but it was clear that Diaz was the better fighter. Diaz won every round from 2 to 8 before closing the show emphatically in round 9.
De tanta lona recorrida y una derecha tremenda. Y a la lona Brizuela. Y el hombre de los knockouts espectaculares se come uno de antología. Se acabó la pelea.
3-time Olympic medalist Lazaro Alvarez faced Mexican Edgar Espinosa Vargas in his 6th professional fight. But the Cuban-decorated fighter needed barely a minute into the first round to get the job done.
Apenas a sexta luta dele!
Que esquerda espetacular, hein?
Acabou a luta sensacional! Que nocaute foi esse? Que nocaute foi esse? Apagou!
In one of the most anticipated fights of the year, 2 undefeated boxing superstars, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, squared off in a non-title bout. Garcia got off to an early start, blitzing Davis with jabs and straight hands to the head and body. He continued to press his advantage in round 2 until Davis caught him with a sharp left hook that dropped him. Garcia became more cautious after the first knockdown, while Davis's confidence grew. After a close round 6 that seemed to favor Garcia, Davis came out in round 7 and ended the fight abruptly with a breathtaking one-punch knockout. Undefeated heavyweight titles David Adelea and Dimitro Bezos met for the vacant WBO European Heavyweight Championship. Adelea made an early statement in the opening round by dropping his Ukrainian opponent with a massive left jab. Bezos got up and continued fighting, but Adelea finished the job in round 2 to claim the victory.
His opponent to close that gap down to that's not. Oh, there you go. Well, he certainly closed the gap down, closed it to the extent where he walked straight into a phenomenal left hook. What a left hook that was. Yeah. It's all over. And
undefeated light middleweight WBC interim champion Sebastian Fundora made the second defense of his title against Brian Mendoza.
Round 1 scheduled for...
The towering Fundora used his reach advantage to control the fight and prevent the challenger from getting inside. Mendoza, however, was able to close the distance in the 5th round, but Fundora responded with several punishing uppercuts that busted his nose.
The price for it, but
that lands upstairs for Fundora. Uppercuts now on the inside by Fundora.
I want to keep trying. Yep. Oh, there it is. There's that uppercut.
The 5th. And inside in Fundora at the range he won. Round number 6.
By the end of round 6, Fundora was ahead on all the scorecards and was seemingly on his way to an easy victory when this happened at the beginning of round 7.
like you said, from a long distance.
American rising prospect Vito Mielnicki Jr. and Mexican Jose Sanchez Carlos met in a scheduled 10-round bout. Vito didn't have a hard time against the 29-year-old Mexican veteran. Towards the end of round 3, Vito dropped Carlos twice. The first knockdown was a thudding right that forced him to take a knee, while the second knockdown was similar.
There's that left hand again.
Carlos managed to survive the third round, but he didn't last long in the fourth round.
Down goes Sanchez Charles, and this one is over. A highlight reel knockout for Vito Mielnicki Jr. as he stops Jose Sanchez Charles in impressive fashion.
British IBO featherweight champion James Jazza Dickens made the first defense of his title against Argentine challenger Hector Andres Sosa. Dickens got off to an early start, dropping the challenger barely a minute into the fight.
Perfect shot.
However, Sosa began to rally in the third and fourth rounds, finding success with repeated big right hands.
Coming out here, working the body and forced. Make Sosa force the issue, so yes.
But Dickens answered with several combinations of his own.
He had a very good start to the start of the round, and then he let the round slip a little bit. Jazzy caught with some beautiful shots in this round now, coming to the end. Very good from Jazzy Dickens.
By the ninth round, Dickens was leading comfortably on the scorecards and was well on his way to winning. But in round 10, Sosa shocked Dickens with a one-punch knockout.
Sosa. Oh no, he's got. Oh, whoa. God. Wow, what a shot. That was a devastating punch.
Alois Jr. and Borna Gerzic square it off in a scheduled 6-round cruiserweight bout.
Good luck to you both, gents. Touch gloves.
Nice guy with his nick.
Gerzic took the fight to Jr. from the opening bell, but he was made to pay for his recklessness when Jr. dropped him with a straight left jab 16 seconds into the fight.
I like the way he started his pro career, and what a start that is. Just a straight left jab. Oh dear. Oh dear. Static.
Meanwhile, Gerzic continued to be aggressive and made mistakes, which resulted in a knockout in round 3.
Pretty quick. Oh, what a shot from Alois Jr. Well, I think that might be the paramedics coming in just to make sure everything's okay. That was a tremendous shot from Alois Jr. And I tell you what, Rick.
Undefeated British Mark Chamberlain made the first defense of his IBF European lightweight title against former champion of Italy Vairo Lenti.
Excited and committed Lent.
From the opening round, the difference in skills was obvious. Chamberlain used his faster hand speed to dominate the fight from the start until the 5th round, when he dropped Lenti unconscious with a counter left hook.
That contest before. Oh, it's caught him! He's caught him and he's gone and he's down. And is he going to get back up? I think not. It's all over. Referee Marcus McDonald says enough. That's it. And Mark Chamberlain, spectacularly, is still the champion. Cornerman in there a wee bit too quickly.
Undefeated super middleweight prospect squared off against Portugal's Celso Neves in a scheduled 8-round bout. Simpson made easy work of Neves by dropping him in the first round of their fight,
the big man that he's compared to early in
before scoring a devastating one-punch knockout in round 3.
Work your way up the ladder. Well, I do like that uppercut, and another nice right hand. Good timing shot.
Second knockdown scored by Simpson.
Oh, he just beat that.
It is all over. Callum Simpson victorious on his big stage. His debut with boxer.
British boxers Leon Willings and Jake Barton squared off in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight bout. Following a tentative first round, Willings scored a knockdown in round 2 with a sneaky uppercut that snapped back Bratton's head.
Lovely uppercut.
But barely a minute into the third round, Willings unloaded a perfectly timed punch that put Barton out cold.
After 56 seconds of round 3, the referees...
There are other notable knockouts in 2023 which were not included on our list. Here they are.
He said Morrell wanted to make a statement, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Down goes Van Talpen.
Reaction of the crowd as well, ready to fight back. But the uppercut goes through for the second time in quick.
Former heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua faced the Nordic Nightmare Robert Helenius, who was brought in on short notice to replace Dylan White.
Don't waste, touch gloves. Do it.
The opening round was tentative, with both men finding their range with their jabs and having limited success.
He's landed a couple of decent body shots, Helenius, it's 100%. Helenius will tell him, yet as the time passes, you have to put it down.
Although AJ was getting the better of the exchanges, he continued to fight cautiously, much to the displeasure of the fans.
The meanness and the intensity.
That's a great right hand.
However, midway through round 7, Joshua once again reminded the heavyweight division about his power with this brutal punch.
Conclusive right hand. It's all over.
Fade, here comes over the top. Look at the feet.
Lee Wood made the first defense of his WBA featherweight title against two-time world featherweight champion Josh Warrington. Both men went straight to battle after the opening bell and traded shots for the first 2 rounds.
Open up. Bursting atmosphere here in Sheffield, and both open up.
But from the third round onward, Warrington took control of the fight and Wood had no answer to the challenger's onslaught.
Great left hook there for the back of the head, and sometimes that's why.
By round 7, Warrington was leading comfortably on the scorecards and seemed to be on his way to victory. But once again, Wood shocked the boxing world with yet another incredible finish.
Shot from Lee Wood, and suddenly has turned it all around.
Oh my days! What a shot from Lee Wood!
Warrington on unsteady legs. Will the...
So there you have it. These are some of the best boxing knockouts in 2023. Since the year's not over yet, we'll make a second part if there are spectacular knockouts during this time. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.